First preseason game Saturday against Packers. What are you paying attention to with the Browns in this first preseason game?
I'm really looking at a couple of the young wide receivers. Those are the guys I'm kind of focused on. I'm really excited. I think it could be a big jump forward year for Cedric Tillman. So I'd love to see how he was used. Is his route, does he have a more diverse route tree? Is he running some more option routes? It looks like he's in the right place at the right time. Him and Jamari Thrash and David Bell, because I think, David Bell's kind of fighting for that roster spot. And I think these young wide receivers, where are they now versus where they were when 2023 ended? I'm very excited, especially about Tillman and Thrash. But, I think there's a lot of guys that are battling at that position. And I just kind of want to see where's the jump? Who's going to be the standout star? Matt Landers made some plays in training camp practices. Can he translate that to the preseason field? And they're going to play, Green Bay is going to play some of their starters on defense. So it'll be interesting if those young wide receivers get reps against their starting defense and what they look like. But the young wide receiver core, that's where I'll be watching this weekend.
Do you think we see more of this new offense, or is it something that Kevin Stefanski and Ken Dorsey keep it under wraps? How much do you expect them to show of what this offense is really going to look like? We know Jameis Winston will be the quarterback. Deshaun Watson won't play.
Yeah, I think I kind of look back at what they did last preseason, because they had changed some things and they were trying to incorporate some of that run game action stuff with Elijah Moore. So I think you'll see mostly kind of what they normally run. I don't think they'll show too much, but you might get like 20%, 25% of what they want to do, maybe a very low number. But some of these choice routes and option routes and things like that in the passing game, they do need reps. They need repetition. They got to get as many reps in as they can. That's the only way they're going to kind of learn with those, especially with the young guys. So I think you'll see a few wrinkles here and there, but I wouldn't expect it to really be anywhere near kind of what they're going to show. They'll show a little bit more each week, I think. But I do think that, some of the shotgun stuff, I think you see a lot more shotgun, because I think that's what they're going to do this year. So I think we'll get more work with the shotgun run game, especially. But I would say, if you're trying to say 20% max. But I just think some of those harder, minute details that you need to work out with some more repetition, you might see some of that stuff.
Who do you think needs to play well? Who is fighting and kind of on that roster bubble that needs a showing in preseason to kind of find their way on to the 53?
I kind of look at the back end of that defensive tackle room. I think that battle between Siaki Ika and Maurice Hurst is going to be really interesting. And I think, Ika, they've talked about Ika dropping some weight and transforming his body and being ready to take a lead. Well, he's going to go up against a pretty decent Packers offensive line. Potentially, we don't know if it'll be a second when he'll get in there, but him and Maurice Hurst are kind of on that bubble of the last guys there. And I think, Maurice Hurst has really got to step up, because I think he's kind of the underdog here. I think he's a better player than Ika, but Ika has a different type of game, and they already have, guys that can do what Maurice Hurst does. So I think he really is the guy that really needs to step up the most on that side of the ball. And I'm very excited to see if he can do that.